Good evening, everybody. Hope everyone's having a great week. And I am super excited that you are here to hear about Flex and to see RUBI-AI, our incredible product that helps save you so much time, effort, and money. And so I guess I'll just start a little bit about myself. My name is Robert Sacco. I'm the founder of RUBI-AI. I'm the co-founder of Flex. I have an incredible partner here with the Flex business model. And tonight, what I want to do is I want to start with a couple of questions. Number one is, what are the biggest issues that you have trying to create your marketing? What is it that is their biggest pain points that you have when it comes to doing great communications and going out and building your business with great insights? So the first thing that I know, I've been a serial entrepreneur since I've been, 15 years old. A lot older than that now. And I can just tell you the biggest pain points is not enough time. There's not enough time to get to everything that you want to do. So that's number one. The second thing is I don't really know every little tiny trend. I don't know every little thing that's going on in the world of social media. And especially if I have to get into different target audiences that I'm not generating conversations with every day. Hence the 18 to 24 market. I'm not in every day. I don't know the new trends and the new jargons and the new ways that they need to be talked to. But I do know that I have a product today that can solve all of my pain points. And those are the things that I'm excited about being able to talk about tonight. So let's talk about RUBI-AI. What is it? Well, RUBI-AI is an application that we created for three major reasons. The first one is we wanted to democratize AI. We wanted everyone around the world to be able to use what we have been using for the last 4 to 5 years. Now, in the world of development, software development, coding, AI has been a major part of helping make things much more efficient and just cleaner in the way that we do business. But I come from a marketing background, over 30 years of owning an ad agency. And I know that making great personas and target audiences and creating content that is speaking to the right audience in the right way gets results. Nothing else does. So when we started to put Ruby together, those were the first two reasons. Was we wanted to democratize it. We want to make sure people were getting great content. And the third thing is we wanted to make it easy. Easy for everyone around the world to be able to get in and use the best tools without having to have a lot of technical knowledge, without having to know anything about AI. And that is why we created it. And that is also why we can say today that we have the most powerful, value-driven AI platform in the world. It's super powerful, yet it's super easy so that anyone can do this without having to have any kind of big technical backgrounds. And it was one of our big things was how do we take all of this incredible niche marketed platforms and unbelievable apps and put them together, not just so that everyone can just have a bunch of apps, but so that they can work flawlessly get together to create seamless creative workflow so that you can get the insights that you need, then go create the content you need, or even go do deeper research without having to have that kind of knowledge of how to ask AI anything. So we have 4 patent pending applications that are attached and hold it all together and are proprietary to Ruby. We'll talk about 3 of them today, and closers coming at the end of our 3rd quarter. Another game changer. But for right now, let's talk about IntelliChat. IntelliChat takes the world's best large language models, or chat, like maybe you've heard of it, ChatGPT. In fact, most people have heard of ChatGPT and they've probably used ChatGPT, and they probably don't know that there's a lot of other stuff out there that's better than ChatGPT. And that is why we brought all of the best large language models together so that you can actually have not just ChatGPT 4 and ChatGPT 4 Omni, many, but you can have the world's best with Claude, Sonnet, 3.5, and Opus, and Cohere, and even Gemini Pro. And in just a few weeks, we'll be launching out Meta's Llama and also perplexity. And we will continue to put in the best of the best. And what makes this really, really amazing is it's more than just a chat conversation. If you can imagine having all of the best brains in the world sitting around one table and you're having a conversation about whatever you want to have and they know everything about it. And you can ask any one of them at any time, any question, and they're already part of the conversation. That is what we bring to you and IntelliChat. We also bring you unlimited chats in ChatGPT-4 Omni Mini, which has replaced our GPT 3.5, Claude Instant, Claude 3 Haiku, which is incredible, and of course, Gemini. Those are unlimited, use them as much as you possibly want. But then we also have two other parts that make our multimodal IntelliChat incredible. And that's anchoring. If you haven't heard of anchoring, because it's something amazing though, it's easy. It's not easy in the real world, but it's real easy here. By simply putting in a URL or putting in a PDF file or a text file, you can ask all of the chats, anything that you want them to ask, and they will stay focused on the content that they're finding from that website or from the PDF. This is how you get great content on trusted material. And then we also have vision-enabled chats. What does that mean? Well, I'll tell you one of the coolest things that I can do with it, and it does a lot of things, by the way. Look at financials and have it give you a financial analysis by looking at your charts and your P&L and balance sheet. That's one way. But one of the other things that's incredible is I actually can take a picture of any food recipe I want. I can take a picture of it, put it in there. It will tell me everything about it, what it is, how it make it, what ingredients I need, and what nutritional value, all from a picture. It essentially is taking it and reading whatever you're putting up there. It's great for presentations to get a good understanding of what that is. And you can do it up to 20 images at one time. This is also just an incredible process that's brought into IntelliChat. Now, to create all that great content, again, we talked about having it so that it creates content and it's speaking to the right person, so that you're speaking it to them in the right way, so that they make an engagement and they actually are moving with the product that you're creating. That's where Personify comes in, because Personify, without any marketing experience whatsoever, if you can put a little bit of a sentence about what it is that you're looking to do, or who you're talking about, or maybe who your brand is, or maybe you can find a URL that you like the way that they do something and you can get the way that they're speaking to their audience. You can just put the URL in. And maybe your audience is found in an influencer on a social media channel. You can put in their handle, and then Personify will create the persona, so that when you are creating content and you select this persona, it will write to the motivations and the pain points in exactly the text and voice and tone that they need to hear it. So you're not just wasting time creating content like most people when they're creating content. Now, when you get into our virtual studio, it's insane what you can do. It's the ultimate creative toolbox. With Image Lab, Voice Lab, and Video Lab, you can literally do anything that your mind can think of. Create stunning visuals with just a single click from just words. Describe what you want, and we have the world's 4 biggest image engines, starting with Midjourney, that creates unbelievable images just from you describing what you want. When you talk about your voice, wouldn't you be, it'd be awesome to have any voice around the world that can help cut an audio track, whether it's a voice in a certain dialect or a certain style. Maybe it's your own voice with voice cloning. All of that's built in to our Voice Lab. And then when you get into video, to be able to do just like you're doing with images, but to do it in 5-second clips that can now be extended to 10 seconds, all just by words or an image that can be turned into video. And let me tell you, there's some incredible things that can be done in the Video Lab. And the Video Lab is something special. It really is something cool that you can just say, take a picture, say, you know, pan around the buildings or pan around the person, and it just creates this video. And it's insane what you can do with it. And our Ruby music is just as powerful. To me, it's one of the new ways that the world can start to communicate with each other. Today, Probably only 1% or 2% of the world can actually create music that they can share to the world on the radio or on Apple Music or Spotify. But today that is opened up by just creating a few lyrics. You can do your own lyrics from custom mode. You can actually just have it, define what the subject is and what style of music, and it will go and create you a song that has incredible vocals. Or you can actually use our fairly trained AI to unbelievable, infringement-free instrumental music. Choose a genre, choose a style, and within seconds, you've got a piece of music that you can literally take into any studio in the world with all of the stems, let them move it around. If you're one of those 1% that can sing and has incredible talents, you can take it and you can lay it on top, and it will make your road to distribution unbelievably fast and so much cheaper, all built inside of Ruby Music in seconds. And when you start to see the price points that we're bringing this to market in, it's mind-blowing that we can even do this. But starting at just $20 a month, you can start to have all of the features that we have. So let me tell you 3 things that are special about the subscriptions that we have here at Ruby. And it goes to who we are as a company and who we are and the belief of our product. And that is that everything that you have seen here is in every one of our subscriptions. You don't have to have our Premium Plus to have certain things. You literally have access to every feature I just showed you today in every one of our subscriptions. And the only difference between the ones that you're choosing will be the amount of usage that you do. Because we work in words and credits. So anytime you're creating something that involves words in it, like your conversational chat, well, then we take words away from your word bank. Now, we also have those unlimited free ones that I showed you as well. If you're creating images or using one of the other services, those take credits. Each one's a little bit different from, a quarter of a credit, a tenth of a credit, up to 1 credit, up to 8 credits, depending on which ones you want to do. But we do this because this allows you to have freedom. We call it a freedom subscription because you get to have the freedom to spend those wherever you want, however you want, without worrying about not having the capability or having to go get a new subscription for this one thing for this one time. You have the choice of where you want to spend your words and your credits. And that brings us to the third reason that we believe that we have unbelievable freedom in our subscriptions. And that is that we don't have a use it or lose it. If you have carryover, you didn't use all your credits, you didn't use all your words, they carry over to the next month. And that way you're not losing something that you paid for. I hated that. And I wanted to make sure we fixed it. And we brought that in with carryover credits and words. So let's talk about the next part. That's great for Ruby. And Ruby is an incredible product that the world needs. Everybody should want it. Everybody should need it. And if they could just sit down and get 5 seconds with it, it'll wow them as to what they can possibly do with their newfound time. So let's talk about the other side of it, Flex. So we chose to go to Flex as a network marketing purely for 2 reasons. One, because it would allow us to have word of mouth, person to person, explaining what this can do and how it can break down all those thoughts and processes that some people might have about AI. Whether it's a fear, whether it's just they don't think they can ever understand it, this breaks down barriers. And the second reason is because we get to teach and train you so that you who, the rest of the world may not teach and train you how to do anything. But I can tell you there are billions of people in this world between the ages of 25 and 65 that have got to figure out a way to learn to use AI. Because if they don't, the 16 to 24-year-old that's in the space right now, learning it every single day, using it every single day, furthering the process of it every single day, are going to overcome you and become more productive and effective and remove you from your job. This was a reason we wanted to bring Ruby, because we can do unbelievable training so that you can learn anything about AI in any of the features that we have and use them in your occupation, in your jobs. As an entrepreneur, it's a no-brainer. Now, when we made that choice to go into network marketing, we actually opened it up for millions of people to take part of a business model with the fastest growing technology this planet has ever seen. And we believe that we have the biggest, bluest ocean product on the planet. And this is a chance that you can get in at the very beginning. Now, there's two ways you can go and build this business. And everybody loves a way to do an affiliate marketing where you just share it with people that you know, and maybe you push it up on your sites and you get a few people. That's great because you're going to earn 25% of what they purchase every single month. Whether you do anything else or not, you just share it. And then every customer that you get, you earn 25% every time they buy on whatever they buy every single month. Now, another way to go build that is with a network of customer gatherers, where you can leverage other people, where you don't have to get every customer. But in the process of bringing customers, you might find somebody else that has a really big database or a really big influence. And they could come in and they too can make money. And when you bring them in, you are going to be able to override on all of their customer sales as well. So you can do it either way. There are 8 ways that you get paid. The first 2 ways, customer bonuses and fast starts, those are ways that you make immediate money. And I love having the ability to make money now while I build a long-term vision later. And that is paid immediately. So as soon as the sale is done, that money is pushed into the e-wallet and it's done. Now, the third part is starting to build our long-term residual income. And it's called a 2-team pay. And it says exactly what it is. You're going to build 2 teams, a left team and a right team. And you're just going to help those 2 teams go out and duplicate. And you're going to get customers on both sides. And every single week, we pay up to $20,000 a week just on the leg that has the weakest amount of volume. Now, if you don't use all that volume, because you had more on one side than the other, they just carry over just like our subscriptions. And you can earn on that next week when you balance them back out. Now, that's just the first 3 ways. It's easy. You go past that, you have sponsoring and generation matches and all this other stuff. And let me just tell you, you learn about all that as you start to get past the $20,000. $20,000 a week is pretty good for most people. But we get way beyond that when we get into other ways of earning. So the question is now, is if you're interested in becoming a customer, just get with the person who sent you here. They're going to get you started. They're going to show you exactly what this product can do. And I encourage you to call them right now and just say, what is your favorite part of RUBI-AI? And I guarantee you they will have one and they will tell you. And then you can go try it for yourself. But if you're looking for a business model, there's nothing better. This helps everyone. If they're in other businesses, if they are doing their own business, if they're just working for someone else, they will implement this into their lives. And I don't care if they are 18, 16, or 75. Everybody finds a place for Ruby in their life. And because of that, it makes it a great business opportunity.